Joining me now on the Hawks report is number 15 of the Pembina Valley Hawks, senior forward Cambree Martens. Cambree, got to start off by talking about the past weekend of games for the team. You guys played twice, lost to Central Plains on Saturday, and then a big bounce back win against Yellowhead on Sunday. Let's start off with that game against Central Plains, a game that you guys lost 3-0 in. Just talk about, what in your opinion led to this defeat for your team in that Saturday game.
Yeah, that was a tough game Saturday. We weren't ready from the start of the game. We came out flat as a team. We didn't have communication on the ice, so that was the first problem. We couldn't move the puck, weren't able to break out of our zone, which gave them lots of chances to score. And nobody had their legs moving, so we weren't forechecking, we weren't back checking hard enough. We gave them too much room, so nobody came ready for that game on Saturday.
Yeah, and obviously that leading to a shutout win for Central Plains, 3-0 in that game. What was the message in the room after that game from just the coaches, Dana Bell and his coaching staff?
They told us, the coaches, that we need to show up to every game ready to play. We can't afford to take games off because we need the points to try and get higher up in the rankings. That whether that be we have a better off ice warm up or a better on ice warm up, but that everybody needs to come prepared to play for every game.
And obviously, that message resonated in that game against Yellowhead on Sunday with a big 6-2 win for you guys. Coming off of that loss, I talked to Abby after the game in a post-game interview, and she said that that loss against Central Plains motivated you guys, and the message from Dana was encouraging you guys to play a full 60 minutes. How did you feel like the team was able to come out and do just that, play a full 60 minutes to grab this win against Yellowhead on Sunday?
Yeah, that was a full turnaround from how we played Saturday versus how we played Sunday. Everybody brought their game Sunday. We had more energy in the room before and more energy on the bench. Just everybody was going and everything was working for us on Sunday. Everyone had their legs going, we had communication, we were cheering each other on the bench, which that's a really big thing for our team, is the keeping the morale and the energy up on the bench. That keeps everyone going on the ice as well.
Yeah, and as we were broadcasting that game, we were right behind you guys as you guys were right in front of us on the bench. We could hear the hooting and hollering after some big plays by the team, and that definitely a big boost of confidence for you guys, a big thing for you guys to allow you guys to have success, like you said, have that team morale up. But diving into the game, game was tied 2-2 after the first period. You guys went down 1-0 to start off this game, but then you guys ended up taking a 2-1 lead, scoring on a power play, but then gave up a goal shortly after the PK. Just talk about what it was like after that, and just keeping your heads high just after giving up a quick goal shortly after going up 2-1. Just knowing that you guys were playing a good game and could continue the effort you guys were given later on in the game, as we saw.
Yeah, coaches for sure after that goal, it's okay. Their goals happen, but we can't quit now. We can't give up. We got to bounce back hard. The first shift after that goal, we had to come out harder, show them that we're here to win, that kind of thing.
Diving into the second period now, you guys got outshot by quite a bit in that period, but you guys were doing some really good things like getting the lanes and blocking shots and making it difficult at points for Yellowhead to get clean shots on that. Just talk about how huge that period was for you guys to, keep up that momentum, keep up that confidence of knowing you could play with this team close in a period like this.
Yeah, for sure. Even though we did get outshot, we capitalized on the chances that we had. When they gave us rushes and gave us room to skate and shoot the puck, we were making sure to capitalize on that so that we could come out on top in that game. Like you said, the blocking shots was huge and playing good defensively, because they did have more shots than us, but we were able to keep the puck out of our net.
The last time you guys played Yellowhead, you guys were tied heading into that third period, and then they pulled away. This time for you guys, it was the opposite of things. You guys ended up scoring 4 unanswered in that third period. Just talk about, what was the biggest difference in this third period this time compared to the last time when you guys played them, when you guys gave up 2 goals to lose 5-3 in that game.
Yeah, definitely. Again, the keeping the energy up after the tough loss Saturday. We did not want another loss. We needed to come out of that past weekend with at least one win under our belts. So we kept the energy high because we'd played with Yellowhead before. We knew that we could come out on top if we kept our game up and kept playing hard.
And one thing that was huge for you guys was not only that energy, that momentum that you built from that, but as well as the speed and the forecheck as well. Just talk about how pleased the team was with the forecheck and the speed you guys were shown out there to, generate those chances in the third period.
Yeah, when we all have our feet moving, we have a very fast team, especially our forwards. Everybody's got quick feet, everybody's got power. So keeping that hard forecheck to force the other team to make bad passes or fumble the puck, that's huge for us because that's where most of our opportunities in the offensive zone are going to come from, is from our hard forecheck.
And on the score sheet, the big guns stepped up huge. Of course, you had 2 assists. Abby had 3 goals, a hat trick, and an assist. Quinn, your guys' captain, McLaren, she had a goal and an assist as well. And the other big guns were stepping up as well. How huge was that to see these big guns for you guys step up in that game in the third period to get that one?
Yeah, having our grade 12s and a couple of the girls wearing letters stepping up and scoring, that's huge because it encourages everyone else to put the puck in the net, get pucks on net, and to get their own chances too. It's really big for us when the older girls and the girls with letters are scoring for sure.
And Tria Ends had a huge game in net, only allowing 2 goals, of course, coming in that first period. Just talk about how huge it was to see Tria step up and have that type of game against one of the top teams in the league in Yellowhead this past Sunday.
Yeah, Tria played awesome. She was on her game for sure. You could tell she's focused from when she gets to the rink in a game like that, and she really played her part because without her playing the way that she did, she faced a lot of shots, and so she really kept us in that game.
Obviously, a win like this against one of the top teams in the league, a team that you guys were close in a game with early on in the season, just couldn't finish it off. Finishing it off this time, beating a top team in the league, definitely going to give any team in the league, a lot of confidence moving forward. How much confidence exactly did this win give you guys moving forward, heading into this week of practice and just heading into the later parts of the season?
Yeah, that was really huge for us to beat one of the top teams because that showed us and showed our coaches and everyone that we can play with the top teams and we can beat the top teams in the league. So going into play the Avros and Westman and Yellowhead again the next times we play them, that'll be huge. And we can remember that, yes, when we play the way that we can beat these big teams.
Yeah, and we'll talk about that game coming up for you guys against the Avros tomorrow night later on in this edition of the Hawks Report. But talking about this week of practice now, moving into it, Abby said the mindset is in this week of practice is to keep working hard and keep doing what you guys are doing well. Just speak about how huge this mindset has been, how relevant it's been this week in practice, the 2 practices that you guys have had on Tuesday and yesterday on Wednesday.
Yeah, the keeping the work ethic and keeping the energy and the pace up at practice has been huge. We've been having fast practices with not a ton of time in between drills to keep everybody going, and that's made practices better. Everyone's working harder, we're getting more done in a practice. So that mindset has been huge.
And I know when I talked to Quinn last week on this segment, the Hawks Report, she said that last week you guys were working on power play, passing, and battle drills as well. Has that been the things you guys have been working on this week, or has it been a bit of a different mindset in terms of the things that you guys have been working on?
Well, we only had the one practice this week because yesterday the roads were bad, so we canceled just
Right.
everyone off the roads. But Tuesday we did a lot of passing. Passing was definitely the main focus, mostly stretch passing, making sure passes are on the tape and making sure we're calling for our passes. And then we finished off with some battle drills as well. So it was a similar mindset and similar plan for practice this week.
Yeah, and the roads haven't been too kind in rural Manitoba, in places like Morden, Winkler, and Morris. Just everywhere outside of Winnipeg. I know they were pretty bad last weekend, so it's good to know that you guys took safety over, having to practice because at the end of the day, it's just a game, right? But you guys had a home workout on Monday. Speak about what was done there, what you guys worked on in that home workout.
Yeah, for the home workouts that we do Monday, it was kind of full body focus. There was some upper body, some core, some lower body, a bit of cardio at the end. That covered a bit of everything. And then for yesterday, because we didn't have a practice, we could do a home workout of our choice. So for yesterday, everyone kind of did whatever they felt like doing for a workout.
Yeah, great to hear that you guys had a choice of what you guys wanted to do in that workout for sure. Great to know that seemed to go well. Talking about tonight, coming up later on, you guys are gonna have a virtual guest speaker coming in and talking to you guys. Speak about what's gonna be happening there.
Yeah, so we have, I think she's an ex hockey player coming to talk to us. These Zooms are really cool that we do as a team because we get to hear about other people who are experiencing the same high level sports that we're experiencing and
Right.
their journey through that. So that's going to be cool to get to hear someone else's story tonight.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool for sure. Is this the first time you guys have had a virtual speaker coming to talk to you guys this season?
We've had a nutritionist speak to us as well, like quite near the beginning of the
Right.
season. That was a while ago, but it is the second Zoom like this that we've had.
Right on it. It's cool. Yeah, like you said, that you guys are able to have these type of people come on that you guys can relate to as you guys playing at a high level, playing female AAA hockey here in the MFHL, at that U18 age group level. Talking about this upcoming weekend now, you guys got two games. One tomorrow night against the Winnipeg Avros in Winnipeg, and one on Sunday on the road as well. But let's dive more into this Avros game. You guys going into their home rink, Seven Oaks Arena. They're 8-1-1 on the season, 37 goals for, 10 goals against. You guys played them last month on the 23rd for the first time in the regular season, lost 4-2 in that game. Just heading into this one, obviously been a long time since you guys have last played the Avros, but what's going to be the mindset heading into Seven Oaks playing one of the top teams in the league and one of the top offensive and defensive teams as well so far this year?
Well, the main thing that we need to remember is that even though they're a top team, they have a good record, they're a goal scoring team, that we can beat them and we can play with them. We did lose to them in the regular season game, but we played them in exhibition a while back and we did come out on top in that game. So, based on those things, if we show up and if we play a full 60 minutes and don't take any time off, then we can beat this team for sure.
Yeah, and you guys proved that anyone can beat anyone in this league. It's been proven not just in that game against Yellowhead, but the teams lower ranked to you guys being lower ranked than the Avros definitely could come out and beat them if you guys give that 110% effort, right? Just talking about the lineup this week for you guys. I know that you guys had a full lineup in both of the games last weekend. Is it going to be the same this weekend as well?
I'm not too sure actually. I think we're going to have one for sure who's sick and possibly
Mm.
two girls who are sick. So we're going to be playing a bit short, but we've kind of been doing that all season. So I
Right.
guess it's something we've gotten used to.
Right, for sure. Tough to not have a full lineup all the time, like you guys have had not a full lineup for the majority of the season. But like you said, you guys have been able to handle it so far, dealing with those issues. You guys are going to be on the road for a while here, coming up in the regular season. Next 5 games, starting tomorrow, are going to be on the road. Just speak about what the mindset is like playing on the road, whether rather than playing at home.
Playing on the road, the mental preparation is very important. When you're in the car, you got to be focusing, thinking about the game. Some people listen to the music that they need to listen to, but regardless of where we are, whether we've driven 30 minutes or driven 2 hours, everybody needs to show up at the rink prepared to play.
Well, let's see how you guys do tomorrow and in these upcoming road games. Not just the game tomorrow against the Avers, but on Sunday against the Interlake Lightning as well. Cambree Martens, number 15, senior forward of the Pembina Valley Hawks, joined me on the Hawks report for this week's edition of the segment. Cambree, best of luck to you and your teammates upcoming this weekend against the Winnipeg Avers and the Interlake Lightning, and hopefully you guys are going to be able to get in the win column once again this weekend.
Yeah, thank you, Graham. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, no problem. You stay safe,
You
Cambree.
too. Take care.